Benevolent Dick has come up with some really great show ideas. 8-bit trailers, Dick in the Box, and Co-op Bro-Off, just to name a few. But there was one particular show that he never continued that I always really thought was a mystery, and we're going to go over that one today. This show, of course, is Unsolved Gaming Mysteries, which lasted only one episode and featured Chip and Dale. Now, the situation in which he came to get this idea will probably be a subject of another episode. We're not going to dig into that bag of worms right now. We're just going to be talking about this particular show idea. Now, the basic idea behind this show was to discuss mysteries, of course, in games that either were never figured out, confirmed, or just speculation, which doesn't happen a lot, of course, because we have interviews and stuff nowadays, but obviously back then it was a little bit different. He chose to use Chip and Dale because there is an item in the game called the Pea, or the Pea drink, or the Pea potion, or whatever, and there was really no well-defined glossary or use for it that you could find in the instruction booklet or online, FAQs, any of that. So he kind of tried to break it down to find exactly what it was for, and that was the whole idea behind the show, which I thought was really genius and proved to be very, very well received. If you look at Benevolent Dick's top 10 videos as far as views of all time, it is in the top 10. So it definitely hit a nerve, and people were really, really excited, I think, when this series first came out, to see where it could go. Bene even created a very unique character, which he's only ever had a few characters in his overall series, besides himself, Bad Trip Bene, stuff like that. But he created, I think, one of the most iconic and most unusual characters of all time, Hugh Jazz, which is obviously copying the show Unsolved Mysteries. So he kind of cleans up, slick back look, suit and everything, which is kind of a strange thing to witness if you've ever known Benevolent Dick, because he's really like Bene's almost like a bum right off the street. He doesn't dress in really nice things very often, and when he does, it's very strange. So it was a unique character. I think it set the tone for the whole show, blew you away, put you in another mindset when you were watching, and again, I think that's why it was so popular. In addition to Hugh Jazz, he also had some other great ideas that he implemented into the show. He got some other people to do some side interviews for him, almost as though he was doing an Unsolved Mysteries type of a layout. He actually flew to then Capcom's old address to try to see if he could get answers about it. I mean, he hit on everything that you could possibly get in order to make a series really, really great. I can't even say enough about it. Again, if you look at the comments and you look at the amount of views he got on it, the show was awesome. I even remember seeing the first drafts of these before it came out, and I was blown away at how original of an idea it is. And I think that's something very hard to do nowadays, because YouTube is just overflown with different ideas and different takes and different people. So it's really hard to come up with something totally unique, and I think he just hit a home run with this. Now we get to the real meat of the problem here. After this series debuted over a year and a half ago, there has been zero mentions and almost really no appearances of Hugh Jazz, other than just some clips taken out, put in other videos, that there will ever be another episode, which is extremely, extremely frustrating and a shame. I've never understood it. I know I've talked to Bene about it numerous times, and he said, well, I maybe don't have some ideas, or this didn't work, or whatever. And I agree, it is hard to get ideas for a show of this nature. But still, I mean, I figured this was going to be a very long-running show that he was going to be continuing to do, kind of like the LGN Defender. When that came out, it basically replaced Cygnus Restorer reviews. But instead, we have seen nothing, and there is nothing mentioned about it. So my question to Bene is, where the fuck is the show? And until Bene answers that question, I'm going to be saying, screw you, Bene. You gave us a terrific show and left us basically on a big fucking cliffhanger with a question mark as where's the other episodes? I know you intended this to go further. You put episode 1. If this had just been a one-off spin-off, it just would have said Unsolved Gaming Mysteries Chippendale. So I know you had other ones planned out. So like I'm saying, where's the goddamn show? We all want the show. bring it back, or just end it. Kill huge ass, show him hanging upside down, bad trip Benny could shoot him in the head, do something, but come out with some more goddamn episodes. Screw you, Benny!